Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I would like to present my idea about online MBC training. I'm thinking about this for a long time and today I had the opportunity to start. So please subscribe my channel and add comments about what you want to see, and if you want to check something in special, please just let me know. I will try to answer as soon as possible. First, I would like to talk about my background, um, what I am doing in the last 22 years. I am graduating accountants and I have a master degree in accountants too. But all my professional life, I worked with ERP, especially with NAV and now Business Central. So I started in 2001 with an old version of NAV. I have to say that the beginning is not easy, especially in 2001. My reference about what is ERP and how the process work, it was not so good. So the idea of this training is to discomplicate a little bit how to work with Business Central and use this experience that I have to help you and make your life easy. What we need to think, especially when you start to work with ERP, is you need to understand process and you need to deep dive in everything that you need to do. So I think this is my first advice that I can say. Okay, this is me, what I do. Now let's talk about the training and what is the idea of this training. So let's start with the objective of this training and how I intend to show this content in a way that you can understand. So basically discuss, try to explain how use Dynamic 365 Business Central, starting from the functionality that is basic and can be used on every area in Business Central. So we are talking about things that you can use in finance, inventory, purchase, sales, etc. Then I will explain how to set up a new company and what you need to consider to execute it in Business Central. In this course, we will also explain what needs to be configured in every module in details and how to execute the financial, receivable, payables, inventory, purchase, and sales process in Business Central. Basically, what we will try to do here is to give you more content about everything that we will explain. So I will try to use real case and my experience to explain the process. So the idea here is that a person that never used Dynamic 365 Business Central before can follow the course and has a good understanding about how to use the ERP to execute your daily tasks. Also, this course can be used for people that are searching for a specific subject and need to understand better a specific process. The focus here is basically to explain the functionalities and use a real example to make the process understandable for a person that never worked with Business Central, and also give more context for people that want to deep dive and clarify one specific process or functionality. Okay, and one thing that we will do here is explain what will be covered on this training. So let's check what is. So here, as I explained, we will start with the basic functionalities, things that you can use for every area in Business Central and make your life easy when we start to work with Business Central. So basically, this is how you can personalize your profile or your whole center, how you can put all the activities that you need to do in your daily work together in a way that you can in one page see what needs to be done and in what sequence. Then we will talk about and see how to execute the general setup that we have in Business Central, and this is basically need to be done before we start with the process. So we will go through every step here. Then we will see how to work with master data in Business Central, how to create the master data, how to upload the master data, how to use template to create this master data after you implement the Business Central. And then we will go to the process. So every area like finance, and see how to execute the process and go through in the details and point out what you need to consider to execute every process in Business Central. And then we will check the outcome of this. So how you can work with historic data, how you can execute the standard report. So basically, this is a training, is a functional training. So it's for someone that wants to implement Business Central. For example, if you are a consultant and you want to and you have some doubt about how to implement something in Business Central, and also for someone that is starting to work with Business Central in one company and want to see how to do the process and check if they want to implement something in special, and how is the best way to do or to set up one process. Now the idea is go through Business Central. In this case here, I will show the items on Dynamics 365 Business Central. What I will use in this course is a chrono company. So you are talking here about the standard process that you can check, and we will use here the web version. So there are a little bit difference between the when you use Business Central via web and when you use a desktop client, but our focus in this training is the functionality that is available in the web, because I understand that this is the future, and I understand that in 2 or 3 years we will basically work just with web version. So explain here what we will cover in our course. We will basically start with the basic functionalities. So it's mean he is my whole center. So I am using a specific whole center, and I can see everything that is important for me in my daily work. So basically, what I need to check, what I need to access, what I need to see as priority for me. So is the idea to explain this basic functionality, and this is something that you can use in every area. So it's not specific for one area. And then what we will do is go through the process and see how you can explore the process in Business Central. So basically, we will start with the general setup that you can use for every area or every finance area. So let me open here just for us to have idea about what we are talking about. So here you can see that you have the general posting setup. So you go through all this process and check how you can use this. I will give you some real examples that how you can use or apply this in your company, what you need to check in order to do this, and basically for every area here or every item we will do this. So let's use here or real case in order to make this process understandable. Then we will go through every area. So if I click here in general ledger, you can see that I have a specific setup for general ledger, and also we will go through every item here. So we will understand here how I can create the charge of account in Business Central, what data I need to consider, what I need to set up. Also here, as we are talking here about the master data, how I can create this directly in Business Central, how I can upload this data, and how I can create a template to fill this data every time that I need to create a new account. So we will go through every item and explain in detail. Here is just for you to have idea. Also, we will go through the cash management, and here the concept is the same. So we will go through what we need to set up, and then how to create the bank account, how to upload, and then we will go through every process and check what we need to do and how we should execute this process in Business Central. The same for cost account. We will go through the setup and then go through the items and check how I can do this. Here we need to consider what is important for your business, what you need to cover, because in Business Central, when you work with dimensions, you need to understand what you want to manage in terms of process, because this is we will define the way that you can create this in Business Central. Then we will go to the receivables. Basically, what you do in receivables is to receive the money for the customer, right? So what we will do here is what we need to set up and what we need to do and what we need to consider in the customer in order to execute this process. Then we go to the payables. That basically, when we are talking about the payables, is what I need to do in order to pay the suppliers, right? So could be a service, could be an item that I bought, everything that I need to pay, right? Or expense, just to give some examples. So he basically the same. We will go through the setup, then we will go through the process, and then see the outcome of this. Then we will go to the fixed asset. Here I will explain how to set up this area in Business Central, how what you need to consider to work with different books. For example, if you want to control your fixed asset in IFRS, and if you want to use US GAAP, how you are in a different currency. So what you need to do in order to execute this process in Business Central. So here we will talk about how is the acquisition process, how you can create different books and calculate the depreciation, how you can check the result of this. Then we will go to the inventory. When we talk about inventory, you are talking about the items that you can buy, the services that you can contract, and the idea here is to explain what I need to set up, what is the costed method that I can use, how I can do adjust via journals, how I can calculate my physical inventory, and how I can manage this in Business Central. Then we will go to the purchasing area. That is basically the same. We have the setup here that we need to consider. We also need to understand here in terms of business how I can use this. Every item here, if it's apply or not your company, but in this case you have idea about how to use this, and then you can decide if it's applicable or not for your company or for you. Okay? Also, we will go through the process. So let me open here. So here we will see how to create, how to upload, and how to maintain the vendors in Business Central. And also we will go to every process and see how to execute this in Business Central. Then we will go to the sales areas and basically execute the same. What is the setup that I need to consider for sales? What is applicable for my company or not? And then we will go to the process and check how to execute every process, and then check the outcome or the output of this process, checking the posting documents, the report. So the idea with this course is, in the end, that you can have a good overview or a good understanding about how Business Central works. And if you have any doubt or something that you want to check in special, please just let me know. Add your comments that I will reply as soon as possible.